Okay, I think I'm live, I suppose. Hello, everybody. So this is part three. I'm remaking The Legend of Zelda for the NES, one of the best games, my favorite game, full time. Yeah, so this is part three. So I've been showing the progress and some of the work that I'm doing. I'm doing it here live. Of course, it's not the whole thing that I can show you because otherwise it would be hundreds of hours long. So yeah, but essentially in the last few days, I've been working on the world map. I've been working on some of the bushes, the mountains. Right now, I'm kind of making the first enemies and some of the world elements, like you have the Armos in different colors. I'm making the grave. Oops. Making the grave that goes in the graveyard, of course. Just let me check that the streaming is actually working. And content live. Okay. Right, so just checking here a couple things. Bear with me. All right, all good. Excellent. All right, so I noticed too, I thought I was done with the Armos, but there is white Armoses here. Let me show you. Yes, essentially the green mountains are done, the forest is done, the trees, the bushes are done. Uh, Here, this is where I was working on last night. So there's a few tombs in there. I need to put them all. Also, this is where, probably the tricky part was to create the levels that goes into that mountain and connect all the ladders, which are now connected, coming from lower to higher, except in places where, when you look at this map in 3D, it doesn't make any sense. But now that I'm doing it in 3D, I need to be aware. For example, this is supposed to be elevated, but then somehow it kind of goes back immediately to ground level here in the water. So I had to level the ground here, do some ramps. And this is where, you're going to get the white sword with the waterfall, which is coming up. And then you have here these secret areas right here where you can get a heart or a red potion. And also I have an elevated area where level 2 is going to go. Right, so it's coming along nicely. Oh yeah, this is new as well. So I'm still experimenting because water is always tricky. So what I want to do is to be able to run this game on a browser, right? I'm not aiming for super high spec hardware that can run these. And so I need to go with really low poly water, mobile friendly, so to speak. So if it runs on an Android, it'll run in any computer, I'll bet. So this water, it's still work in progress. I don't know. This is going to be maybe a placeholder for now. The water, I'm going to work on that later. And also, if I push play, and if I connect my 8-bit though, you'll see my links is kind of, okay, it's moving. I added a few more frames to his movement. The camera is not great, I understand, so this is, bear with me. I think the bushes are a little bit small. Now that I look against links, I might need to increase their sizes. I hope I won't have to reorganize all of them because it's like just under 2,000 green bushes, right? And right now, Link, just like Jesus, can work on water because it's no collider. There's nothing that prevents him from doing so. So yeah, at least I can kind of look at the world from his perspective. So that his movement, his camera is gonna be enhanced in the future. Bear with me. I mean, I just started this about 12 days ago, and this is something that I was working on: the green snail stones and the brown snail stones as well. And I was placing, yeah, I was gonna place Armus, the Armus character, which is a statue. But then once you touch them, they come to life. There's supposed to be 6 Armuses here. I do not have the white one, so I need to make it. And the good thing about Armus is that it's just palette swap. And the palette, I just got this screenshot from the actual game. So with this in mind, I'm gonna color it. Right, so essentially this is Magika Voxel. If you've never seen the software, it's very user-friendly. It's free. I'm working on a Mac, as you can already probably tell from the interface. Yeah, perfect. It's really good to create this kind of projects. Simple, 3D models, right? Uh, your mileage might vary depending on your talent. I'm not claiming to have any whatsoever here, but luckily these shapes, these enemies are still quite basic, right? Just checking the pixel here, checking out that, they're gonna match the vase palette that comes in the game, right? So Armos in the white version seems to have blue eyes and is holding a blue staff. And this is where I'm kind of getting confused. I thought he had a trident, but from this image here, it seems like it's just like a pole. Oh well, I mean, I think the trident is cooler, so I'm just gonna go for the trident. His belt is blue. Okay. And most importantly, the orange bit needs to be white. Okay, but still, okay, so now the dark red needs to be black. Like that. Nice. I think that's pretty much it. That's it. Right, so I'm gonna save him. And I think I didn't save it in the right place. Let me look it up in my files. Today I might not be able to stream a long time. I just wanted to show you more or less where I'm at. So, Zelda is in World Object. I think I mistakenly saved him in Armos. Where are you, Armos? Where are you? Where did I save you? Grapes, Armos White. Okay. I know this is export, so it should be in. So I have two folders, like similar folders, one for the models itself in Voxel and one for the actual export as OBJ objects that I can bring into Unity. So Graves, there he is, Armos White. You should not be here, Armos. You should be with your pals. You should be right here with your buddies. Excellent. So I'm gonna now export him to Armos White. Save. Okay. And now that he's done, I'm gonna bring it to Unity. Let's see. So I'm looking now not for the VOX, I'm looking for the export folder. Here, Zelda, Armos, and Armos White. Right. And I need to import to Unity these three files because one is the geometry, one is the color palette. So it's important to bring the three of them. Otherwise, your Armos, it will not work. It will have missing colors. It just not work. And before putting in prefabs, what I'm gonna do is to put them into my Magika Voxel folder. I need to create a new folder. And yeah, you gotta be organized because this game has a lot of elements. Most game has a lot of elements. So you need to use your folders, clear naming, something that makes sense to you, but also for, if you're working with somebody else, try to have some conventions about the naming. Okay, so my Armos is in the world right now. However, I need to make a prefab out of him. What I like to do is to first place it in the origin of the world, 000. So I cannot see him anymore, but doesn't matter because he must be here at the very bottom of the pile. And then I'm going to bring it into the prefabs. Armos here, white. And I can delete the original Armos that I put in the world. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to use the prefab, and a prefab is something that you can copy paste essentially. If you have an enemy that's going to be repeating, spawning multiple times, you likely need a prefab. Now it's facing the wrong way, so I'm going to rotating in here, and also it's a bit small. So I think the previous armor I put at 1.3 scale. Let's see. Oh my god, it looks cool. What do you think? Is it too small? Maybe a little bit small. It's going to be a little bit more imposing, right? If I make it a tiny bit bigger. Nice. What I have on the bottom, if you haven't followed the whole series, it's just the world map. It's an image. I'm using a flat image that I found, and it's helping me to be like the blueprint. the blueprint of the whole thing to know where everything goes. Okay, and now that I have this guy here, I'm gonna start the copy pasting game. Luckily, there's not very many of him, but essentially, you need to just place them where they should go. Something like that. Alright, the perspective is always a bit tricky, but this is the whole deal. When you're turning 2D into 3D, you gotta look at it from all angles. Because from the front might look correctly, but once you kind of like change to another axis, it's totally off. This is where you're trying to work on a 3D world in a 2D screen. No other way around it. Okay, look at these guys. They look really cool. I'm loving the way they look. Nice. Now, I'm gonna need to work on these graveyards, and I'm gonna place them where they should be. This floor is on the way, so I'm gonna deactivate it so I can see where they're supposed to go. Use my trusty blueprint. So I'm gonna select the graves because I'm gonna be copy pasting them in clusters, so I don't have to do that over and over and over again. So paste. Luckily, they preserve all their measurements, all their positioning, so they're not gonna be off by too much. You still need to kind of check they're gonna be correctly placed. Okay, and then one more. And one of these guys is gonna be the one hiding the magical sword. How exciting. You, sir, you are the lucky one. They're gonna be hiding the hidey hole of the old man. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to. Nope. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'll fix them later. I wanted to. The numbering bothers me. Oh, there you go. Still kind of incorrect. Oh, no, no. Armos, grave. 3534. I'll fix that later. The numbering. It should be more, make sense. So I'll number them correctly, and that'll help me in the long term. So I imagine it's really all these last ones. Copy, go at the very bottom, paste. There you go. Almost there. Couple more clusters. Copy. Back. Depending where you're looking at them, it seems like are they okay compared to these ones here? Should be properly lined up. Yep. And last cluster of graves, tombs, however you call them. Let's make show. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a great time doing it. I won't lie. I know it's a lot of work ahead, but I'm having a lot of fun. So I'm making the promise to finish it. I'm gonna finish first the outer world, like the overworld. The dungeons is gonna be a whole different story. I think that would multiply the amount of work needed by 2 easily, if not more. So let's get just the outer world completed, and yeah, if depending the situation, and because ultimately, unfortunately, I will not be able to release this game because Nintendo. Yeah, so this is more for illustrative purposes. Maybe in the future, once it's done, I can reskin it into something that is actually allowed to exist as a project out there. But if it cannot be done, then I understand. Nintendo has every right to protect his IPs, and he's known for doing so quite aggressively. So yeah, not meaning to get in trouble here. I'm just doing a tribute to my favorite game of all times. Okay, so once again, place it in the origin. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to delete that. Yes. And then this guy, also delete that. It's already broken. Place it in the world. Put it in the origin. Daddy Nintendo is watching. Ah, you bet. The ninjas are around, I can tell. I mean, it's a bit unsettling, but hey, Nintendo, if you're watching, I'm not releasing this. This is just a video for, illustrative purposes. No, no harm intended. Please don't sue me. Okay, so put it back in the prefabs. I can delete this guy now. And now I'm going to put it in the world. And just like the white one, I need to turn him around at 180 degrees. The size 1.4, like his counterparts, the white ones. 1.4 on all axes. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Tiny bit to the left, to the right. Yeah, that's pretty good. And these guys are defending level 4. Level 4, okay. And now, just like with the graves, I need to start the copy pasting game. Look, after copy pasting thousands of bushes, this is nothing. This is just 8 of them, right? So, in fact, I can actually copy these 4 and in one go move them all here. Yep, look at these guys. They look cool. They look cool. I mean, if I must say, I made them, but yeah, I wanna say quite cool. Armoses. Oh, here, it's more the brown ones. Okay, so keep going here. Mm, same. Why is it not? I remember now because it's not. I didn't save the prefab. Delete and overrides apply all. So they're all turned. They're all the same size. Even when I drag a new one into the world. There you go. That's it. That's the beauty of prefabs. That you can save you so much time, and they're mandatory. They're mandatory to know how to use them. Like when you spawn enemies, for example, you don't create them from scratch, right? You have to have some kind of template with an appearance, a style, a behavior, which is the code that you add to an enemy. So that'll come in the future. Right now, I'm trying to build a world. I'll build a whole world until it's essentially like a walking simulator through Hyrule, and then I'll start giving them some behavior. Okay, so are there any more Armoses in the world? Yeah, there were some here. I just can't see them because of the floor here. I remember because the bracelet. This is where you take the bracelet. Yeah, okay, there's a bunch of them in there. Okay, not a problem. I'm actually gonna copy all these 6 guys. Paste them here. Bring them over. They're not at the same positioning. Have fun. Excited to see the progress. Get a bounce. Good to see you, and thank you for your comments. Yeah, keep posted. If you come back in a couple months, I don't know, it might be already looking a lot better. Thank you. Okay. So these guys are a bit more spread out. Something like that. Something like that. Let's see. Numbering is like these. And then I need 4 more. Not those guys, but maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And this lucky one is the one that is gonna be protecting the bracelet, the power bracelet. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's all this, right? No. One more. One, two, three, four, four. Not selecting them correctly. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Paste. I think I'm not doing this correctly. I'm selecting the floor, and I don't want to copy the floor. It's just these guys. I knew I was copying the floor because this gizmo was all the way over here. That's just something that indicate me that I was selecting a lot more than I wanted. Okay, Armoses, Donskis. Nice. Nice. Where else? Where else are Armoses located? I think the problem is that this floor is gonna now cover them. Okay, let me see. I did not anticipate that. So I need to elevate them one? No. And also I'm not selecting them all. They're covered. They're sinking, these poor guys. Okay, that's all of them. And then let's elevate them one. That's it. Yep, yeah, that should be it. Look at this army. Woof. Ferocious Armoses. Armoses. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let me just quickly check, and if that's all, maybe we can leave. Oh no, there's a few more here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 separated. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. Ah, shit. 1. I wanna get close. Gotta get close. Gotta get close. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy. Paste. Bring them over. They're gonna be covered once again. So I need to bring them up once again. A notch. Probably 2. Yes. And there's a couple more here. I just need to place them correctly. Numbering. I'm making a mess with the numbering. I'm gonna fix that. Just for my own sanity. My own sanity. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I just need to do this 2 here. Copy all the way down. Great. All right. Okay, here. Is there any? Nope. Already checked there. And here there's no armoses. It's only stones and trees, which I haven't made. I have made the stones, but not the trees. Okay, I think that's all of the armoses in the world, if I remember correctly. Not here. Not there. It's the ones protecting the green ring, and then there's 2 in this side. Right, 2, the green ones, they're already placed. I just need to increase their size. I'll do it before I forget. There's more here. Okay, so these guys, I need to increase their size. 1.4, I'm gonna go. 4. So they look kind of like badasses. And then I need to override, so to apply to all of my other. See, you probably didn't notice, but it's a bit far. But once I increase the size of one and save the overrides, the other one just bloop, just grew also. And so there's 2 more Armoses here. Copy. Armos green, paste. So there's only 4 green Armoses in the world? How many times have I said Armoses in this stream? Probably more than in my whole life. There. 1 more. And okay, all right, nice. Look at those guys. They're totally protecting whatever it is this guy is protecting. I can't remember. I just like 10 rupees. No Armos is here, so no problem. In here, it's also no thing down there. Nope, it's just enemies. Oh my god, there's more Armoses. And they're in the second floor, in the second level of the mountain. So, I think the easiest way to do is to copy Armoses are at the same level, right? F, bring me closer to him. And I'm gonna do the same. I think it was 6 of them. So I'm gonna copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy. Go all the way down to the pile of brown Armoses. Carlos, please. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to fix the numbering. And bring them over, bring them over, bring them over, bring them over here. F. Get close. It was here, right? Disable the cube. It's 8 of them. Okay, that's fine. I'll just spawn a couple more. And it seems like they're a bit closer, tighter. They get along better than the other ones. Okay, so this one, start with these two, and these two just right next to these other guys, and then a couple more, and these ones are already, I know, they're tiny bit off, tiny bit off. Great, and I'm gonna enable the floor again, just to see that it looks, that they're actually at the level that I wanted them. Oof. What was the floor? I need to work on my names. I need to go back to this and work on the names of my floors. It's not this one, no. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, it's floor. Oh, change something to floor something. Floor something. The mountain. I'll change this to do mountain. Alright. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna probably finish for today, guys. This is where I'm at. Stay tuned. I'll try to do these little updates here and there, and we can kind of like chat and look at it. And if you're curious as to how these games can be made, this is one way, right? And yeah, hopefully you can learn something of it. Okay, gotta bounce. Take care, everybody. This is Carlos, and have a good day. Goodbye. Goodbye.